Hello everyone, today we will solve problem over the flexibility matrix. So in previous lecture we discussed about what is meant by flexibility matrix and development of flexibility matrix. So today we will solve problem over the flexibility matrix. So problem is obtain flexibility matrix for action and corresponding displacement. So our figure statement is a continuous beam ABCD. A support is a hinge support and D support is a roller support. So over this B and C portion, over this B and C point, a kilonewton point load is at A1 and A2. Then span of AB is 1 meter. Then BC span is 2 meter and CD span is 2 meter. Then solution is step number first, that is apply unit load at B along A1 and find F11, F suffix 11 and F suffix 21. So for this finding out F suffix 11 and F suffix 21, so here first apply a unit load at point B. So here A over this B point, A1 is equal to 1 kilonewton, then C point and last D point. So here from this to find out F suffix 11 and here at point C F suffix at its displacement suffix 21. So for finding out, this is our M1 diagram. Firstly find out VA and here VB, vertical force at point A and vertical force at point B. So here first we take movement at point A is equal to 0. So take movement at point A. So first we take 1 kilonewton point load. So this 1 multiplied by total distance is here 1 meter, here 2 meter, and for CD span is also 2 meter. So 1 into total distance is 1 meter. So 1 multiplied by 1. Positive because of we take clockwise direction. Then minus this VB, sorry here VD, vertical force at point D. So VD into total distance is 2 plus 2 plus 1, that is 5 meter, minus VD multiplied by 5 is equal to 0. So from this we get VD, vertical force at point D, value is 1 divided by 5, that means 0.2 kilonewton. So here vertical force at point D is 0.2 kilonewton. Then next, from this VD value to find out VA, vertical force at point A value. So here we take summation f of y is equal to 0. That means addition of all vertical forces. So first VA minus this 1 kilonewton plus VD value is 0.2 is equal to 0. So from this calculation we get VA. So VA is equal to minus 1 plus 0.2 is nothing but 0.8 kilonewton. So this is our vertical force at point A is equal to 0.8 and here vertical force at point D is equal to 0.2. Then next, step number second, similarly apply unit load at point C along A2 and find F suffix 22 and F suffix 12. So here diagram is first A point, B, C and last D point. So over this C point apply a unit load. A2 is equal to 1 kilonewton. Here 1 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter. And from this to find out deflection at point B and at point C. So first to find out vertical force at point A and vertical force at point D. Same here. Take moment at point A is equal to 0. Then first this 1 kilonewton multiplied by total distance is 2 plus 1. So here 1 multiplied by 3 minus this VD into total distance is 5 meter. VD multiplied by 5. So from this we get VD value 3 divided by 5 is nothing but 0.6 kilonewton. So here in that figure vertical force at point D is equal to 0.6. Then next adding all vertical forces. So here vertical force at point A is A minus this 1 kilonewton downward plus vertical force at point D value is 0.6. So VA is equal to this minus 1 plus 0.6 is nothing but 0.4 kilonewton. That means vertical force at point A is equal to 0.4 kilonewton. Okay. Then next step. So step number 3 is to find out displacement of a related structure. So for finding out this, to draw a chart. So first column is zone. The next limit. Next origin. And next column is M1 and M2. So here our first column is zone. So you can see in figure there are 3 zones, that is AB, BC and CD. So first we take from right hand side CD zone, then CB and AB zone. Then limit. We always put limit from 0 to span, 0 to L. So here for CD span our limit is 0 to L is 2 meter. Then next for BC limit is 0 to 2 and for AB span limit is 0 to 1. Then next origin. So for CD member our origin is D. Then for CB zone we consider origin C and for AB origin is A. Then the next column is M1 column. So in that we take moment at XX axis. So first we take first zone, that is CD zone. So in that CD zone we take, you can see here in this figure, we take XX axis, then origin is D. So from this D point our distance is X meter. So here take movement at XX axis. So VD is equal to 0.2. That means VD into total distance is X meter from D point to XX axis. So here in M1 diagram over this CD zone, 0.2 into total distance is x meter. Then next, over this C2B zone, same, put x axis, and from origin to x axis distance is x meter. So our origin is C. So from C point to x axis distance is x meter. Then next, take movement at x axis over this CB zone. So here VD, this VD is 0.2. So 0.2 into total distance is this x meter plus. So from D point to x axis total distance is this x meter, from x axis to C point, and from C point to D point total distance is 2 meter. That means total distance is x plus 2. So here movement is 0.2 into x plus 2 distance for CB zone. Then next, AB zone. So over this AB zone, put x axis, and then origin is A. So from A point to x axis distance is x meter. Then next, take movement. Here VA is 0.8. So 0.8 into distance is this x meter. So here movement is 0.8 into x. Similarly for M2, so you can see here in M2 diagram, this is our M2 diagram. Same process is there. So in M2 diagram, first we take CD zone. Okay, so over this CD zone we take x axis, then our origin is D. So from D point to axis distance is x meter. So movement is this 0.6 into total distance is 6 meter. So here 0.6 into x. So here distance is x meter. Then similarly for CB, put x axis over CB zone, and then next take movement. So here this 0.6 into total distance is, here origin is C. So from C point to axis x distance is x meter. So this x plus this 2 meter. That means from D point to this axis total distance is x plus 2. So take movement over this x axis. So this 0.6 into distance is x plus 2, then minus because of anti-clockwise movement. So here over this C point 1 kilonewton point load is act. So that's why here we also take movement at point over this x axis. So this 1 into distance is x meter from C point to this axis. So 1 into x is nothing but x. So here we take minus x. Then next for AB zone, put axis, then from origin to axis distance is x meter. Then take movement, this 0.4 into distance is x. So 0.4 into x. Okay. Then from this chart, to find out matrix, so first we take f suffix 11 is equal to, formula is integration, put limit 0 to L, formula is m1 square divided by EI into dx. Then here we take m1 movement, and then formula is m1 square divided by EI. So first we take EI is constant. So 1 divided by EI in bracket. First integration, put limit for CD zone. Our limit is 0 to 2. Then you can see in M1 column our first moment is 0.2x. So here we take 0.2x bracket square into dx plus second moment is for CB our limit is 0.0 to 2. Then moment is 0.2 in bracket x plus 2 then whole bracket square into dx, and then last AB zone. So our moment is 0.8. So here we take integration, put limit 0 to 1 in bracket 0.8x to the power of 2 into dx, and then solve this integration. So is equal to integration, put limit 0 to 2, this 0.2x bracket square, so integration is 0.2 x cube divided by 3 into dx plus integration 0 to 2, second integration is this 0.2 in bracket x plus 2 whole bracket square, so multiply 0.2 into x is here 0.2x plus 0.2 into 2 is nothing but 0.4 to the power of 2 into dx plus last integration is put limit 0 to L, this 0.8x bracket square, so integration is 0.8 x cube divided by 3 into dx. The next step is again solve this equation. So you can see here 0.2x plus 0.4 whole bracket square, that means here apply a plus b bracket square formula. So integration 0 to 2, put limit 0 to 2. So here 0.2 x cube divided by 3 into dx plus again second limit is second integration, put limit 0 to 2. Here apply formula a plus b bracket square. So here a is 0.2. So formula is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So in that here 0.2x is a and 0.4 is b value. So here a square, that is 0.2 x square, that means x square plus 2ab, that means 2 multiplied by 0.4 multiplied by 0.4, that means 0.16x plus b square, that means 0.4 square. So here 0.16 bracket close into dx plus next integration, put limit 0 to 1, this 0.8 x cube divided by 3 into dx. Then next put limit in this equation. So here 0.2 divided by 3 integration limit is 0 to 2 x cube into dx plus here we take common value 0.2 integration, put limit 0 to 2, this x square plus here we take 0.8x plus 0.8 into dx plus here constant is 0.8 divided by 3 and in bracket integration 0 to 1, put limit 0 to 1 to x cube into dx. Then next, this 0.2 divided by 3, put limit here, put limit over x value. So here limit is 2 cube minus 0 cube plus 0.2. Then another limit is here 2 square minus 0.8 into 2 plus 0.8 plus here we excluding 0 value. Then another limit is here constant is 0.8 divided by 3 integration. So here put limit integration limit is 1, so here 1 cube. Then answer is 0.2 divided by 3. So 2 raised to 3 is nothing but 8 plus this 0.2 in bracket 2 square is nothing but 4 minus 0.8 into 2 is 0.16 plus this 0.8 and again plus 1 raised to 3 is nothing but 1. So here 0.8 divided by 3. Then next, from this equation we get f suffix 11 value. So value is 1.069 and EI is constant. So this is our f suffix 11 value. Similarly, find f suffix 12, f suffix 21 and f suffix 22. The next step is, and you can also calculate this integration indirectly, indirect calci. So you can see here our equation is, so first we take integration in bracket 0.2 x bracket square plus second integration, here put limit 0 to 2 bracket square plus second integration is 0.2 in bracket x plus 2 bracket square, then put limit 0 to 2 bracket close. Then another integration is plus integration in bracket 0.8 x bracket square, integration is limit is 0 to 1 bracket square. So answer is 1.06. So you can see here our answer is 1.06 divided by EI. Here EI is constant. So you can also directly calculate in calci. Then next step is to find out f suffix 12 and f suffix 21 value. So formula is integration, put limit 0 to L. Formula is m1 multiplied by m2 divided by EI into dx. So in that multiply by m1 and m2 values. So you can see here in this chart for CD zone our m1 is 0.2x and m2 is 0.6x. So multiply by these two values. Same for CB and AB zone. So CD 0.2x multiplied by 0.6 and again put limit integration, put limit 0 to 2 into 0.2 in bracket x plus 2 and then another bracket is 0.6 in bracket x plus 2 minus x. Similarly for AB zone. So here first we take CD zone. So for CD zone our limit is 0 to 2. So m1 is 0.2x and m2 value is 0.6x into dx plus another zone, that is CB zone. Integration, put limit 0 to 2. So m1 is 0.2 in bracket x plus 2 whole bracket, then m2 value is 0.6 in bracket x plus 2 minus x into dx plus for AB zone integration, put limit 0 to 1. m1 is 0.8x into m2 is 0.4x into dx, and from this integration we get value f suffix 12 is equal to f suffix 21 is equal to, answer is 7.029 divided by EI. So here EI is constant, and then last, similarly for f suffix 22, formula is integration, put 0 to L limit m2 square divided by EI into dx. So in that we take only m2 values and we take m2 square. So here we take for BCD zone m2 is 0.6x, then for CB zone m2 is 0.6 in bracket x plus 2 minus x, and for AB 0.4x. So here we take EI is constant in bracket integration, put 0 to 2 limit for CD zone. So m2 is 0.6x bracket square into dx plus integration, put limit 0 to 2 for B to C zone. So m2 is 0.6 in bracket x plus 2 minus x to the power of 2 into dx, and for AB integration, put limit 0 to 1, and m2 value is 0.4x bracket square into dx. Okay, from this we get f suffix 22 value. So f suffix 22 is equal to 2.93 divided by EI. Okay, and the last step, step number 4, that is flexibility matrix. So F matrix and the last put this value in this formula. So here EI is constant, so 1 divided by EI in bracket f suffix 11 value is 1.06, then f suffix 12 is equal to 21 value is 7.03, and here also 7.03. The last f suffix 22 value is 2.93. So this is our flexibility matrix. This is our final answer.